Anytime there's a top 10 clash, the focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Red Raiders offense will go to work first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollack.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. That's caught. It's Eakin. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single...
Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Eakin. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Looking for room. It's Price. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. He's got it at the 20. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offense.
There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for 3rd in California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back, and see what happens next.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Power football with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Gives it on the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Got it set up on the outside. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that 1st down marker. It'll be 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. That is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. To the air, it's Hoover. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Snares it outside. It's Young. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Got room on the return. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, do they set up some field position. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, maybe.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Back to throw. It's Hammond. Touchdown, Red Raider. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense. Down 10, breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Line gets set, first down. He'll do it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Pressure coming. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Gets it out quickly. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams. Both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Using his legs, it's Price.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Horned Frogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. There he goes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a... Update on a game happening in the Mountain West. UNLV is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed... Special happen. This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boise State. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play-action fake. There's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In Game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Working the middle. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line and brings up 4th down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Red Raiders will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Rides the back and leaves it. Runs through the tackle. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. To the air, it's Hoover. Rushes on him. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Quick release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. To the air on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They just keep firing. Bringing the heat. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Hammond. Under fire. Touchdown, Red Raider! And that one will give them the lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Gibson on the option. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for space. It's Payne. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space.
There he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Baker. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. From the gun, the ground game. Plows through the defense. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
There's just so much for this defense to think about. They've had strong side runs thrown. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work into play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
The Horned Frogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Snagged in the middle, it's Payne. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, TCU! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Boise State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Dropping back, it's Hammond. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's James.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We've reached a break, and TCU is holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Here comes the heat. And they can't make the play on third down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Fields. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Let's see what they've got on second down. To throw, it's Hammond. Fires to the tight end. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the Red Raiders line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. The sure hands, it's Hudson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And here comes the offense on second down. Finds his big tight end. And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Shotgun snap on third down. And they can't make the connection.
Normally, I would say, fourth and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the fourth quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
They finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Spins away from the defense. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Baker. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield, it's Price. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. Dropping back, it's Hoover. The short hands, it's Young. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Horned Frogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But
breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. And the Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Hammond. Quickly out to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hudson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the 1st down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Finding open areas. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground with the running back. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.